And that's the player introductions completed. So in just a few moments, we'll be back and ready for action. Welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Toronto shifting younger last season had an effect, and Pascal Siakam said, quote, "No matter what you can say about the Raptors, it's always about winning. Since I've been here, that's who we are, and that's all we do." And Brian, with the 2019 title on the Raptors, they're looking to return to those lofty heights.
Boy, some great young talent, Allie. Thanks for that. And Doris, when you're playing in the same conference, the rivalry is real. These teams in particular have bumped heads for years.
Well, rivalries are built when something is at stake. And when you look at the entire history of this matchup, the peaks and valleys for each club, there's a little bit of distaste, which always makes for interesting viewing.
And the starting group for the Celtics. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. Horford and Williams together in the front court. And it's Smart in at the point. And for the Raptors, Trent Jr. and Anunoby out on the wings. Barnes and Siakam serve as the big men as they go small. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard.
And when you look at Van Vliet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own.
And Van Vliet, a very solid defender at his position grade.
Not great length, but strong as any, BA. I mean, he has great hands to bother the ball handler and great defensive IQ that makes the most of his athleticism.
First free throw is good.
One of the things I love the most about the success of the Toronto Raptors is how much the game of basketball has grown over the 25 years. Let's remember, there was a very lukewarm reception when they first arrived. But boy, have they made Toronto a basketball hotbed.
Both free throws good from Van Vliet. And remember, basketball was invented by a Canadian, Dr. Naismith. And the first ever NBA game, back in 1946, was played here in Toronto.
That's a fact, BA, that I don't think casual fans really know. It took 73 years for the first NBA Finals game to be played in Canada, but basketball has taken root, and boy, you can see and feel the impact of that throughout the NBA.
And Trent the bucket on the assist from Anunoby.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Now here's Brown. Over Trent. That one a little long.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Pass to Siakam. Trent outside. Now Van Vliet. Over Smart. Here's Barnes. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Well, that's Scotty Barnes doing one of the things he does best, getting after the offensive glass.
Pass to Williams. And here's Horford. Brown with it, guarded by Trent. There's Tatum with the three. Barnes against Smart. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Celtics. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Brown passes to Smart. On the wing, Tatum. Fires the three. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Williams' shot is good.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Smart against Van Vliet. Outside Anunoby. 6 to shoot. Pass to Trent. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And Van Vliet again missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Williams finds Brown. Here's Horford. Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. Trent for three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Trent's got 5 points.
This is what we would call a hot spot, particularly if Gary Trent Jr. is the shooter.
Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Siakam, the pass to Van Vliet. Outside Anunoby. Outside Barnes. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Barnes has got his second basket.
How about Scotty Barnes showing off his IQ and pick and roll? Does a nice job finding his teammate.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
The Raptors have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Al Horford.
And you have to think that one advantage this Celtics team has is a deep roster. Lots of quality guys they can assemble different ways. They're pretty adaptable.
He misses the free throw. You know, a versatile bench really is a gift for the Celtics in tough situations.
And even a great starting five isn't perfect against every opponent. It's important to have flexibility, and that's something that Boston definitely has.
Second free throw, no good.
Well, of course, Scotty Barnes won the Rookie of the Year in 21-22, guys. And you talk about a well-rounded basketball player who will affect winning with both his offensive ability and his defensive versatility.
Back to Brown. Horford finds Brown. Now Williams. He's covered by Siakam. Williams misses. On offense, here come the Raptors. They're on a 13-4 run. Trent against Brown. Trent, the pass to Barnes. Siakam outside. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Anunoby for three. Kept alive. Barnes. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Trying to find the spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Barnes has got 6. Oh boy, looks like he was injured there.
And by the look of it, guys, this could be serious.
Well, these are the moments that can be gut-wrenching for him and his team, right? Anytime you see an injury like this, certainly your heart goes out to him and to his family.
Some changes for Boston. Williams comes in for Horford, and Brogdon is subbed in for Jaylen Brown. And Boston calls time here.
With the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Achua's checked in for Barnes. The Celtics also with a sub. Griffin's checked in. Trent against Brogdon. Williams passes to Griffin. Boston again missing. Now the Raptors with it. They're on a 15-4 run. Pass to Achua. Outside Anunoby. Back to Achua. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. Anunoby can't get it to go. Boston has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
What has to excite you about Jason Tatum is how consistently he puts work in to perfecting his craft. His idol is Kobe Bryant. He is a guy that wants to continue and will work to get better.
And that one falls for Tatum. Doris Tatum has already accomplished so much early on in his career.
Yeah, but you get the sense this guy is nowhere near finished. Jason Tatum is a guy who wants to be seen as an all-time great when his career is said and done. He is someone you can count on to give you everything he's got.
Pritchard's checked in for Boston.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Pass to Porter. Trent against Brogdon. And the basket by Trent. Trent's got 7 points.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Williams. No good on the shot. Hurts with some nice D. Outside Porter. Pass to Birch. Tatum passes to Williams. Now here's Brogdon. Trent with the defensive effort.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
So it's Boston now. They trail by 11. Now here's Griffin. Achua defending. Griffin passes to Brogdon. 6 on the shot clock. Unloads from 13. Achua with the rebound.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Trent against Tatum. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Tatum. Up top, Griffin. Boston, no good that time either.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
1:19 left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Birch. Down low. Here's Flynn. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And they're able to recover. 1:03 left in the first quarter here. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score. He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Now here's Porter. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Got a piece of it. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Well, Doris, it was only a few years ago that the Raptors won an NBA title. It seems like a lot further back, though.
It does, B.A., because we're looking at a much different basketball team. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard has moved on. Kyle Lowry has moved on. In fact, many of the key players from that squad have moved on. Incredible to think they have managed to remain competitive.
And he drops the first. Young, he's checked in for Toronto. The Celtics also with a sub. White, he's checked in for Tatum. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Man, they're just getting run over right now.
And you can really see they're starting to show some frustration.
Here's Pritchard. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
There's no debate there. He got hammered.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. And Toronto has possession. The lead is 15. Trent outside. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up from 12. It's not going to go for him. A big-time effort for Gary Trent Jr., providing a lot of energy for Toronto, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors so far.
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Well, the Raptors shooting efficiently, 50% so far. And it's time for an injury report. Chance for an update here on Jaylen Brown. Check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi guys, the head athletic trainer for the Celtics let me know the status. And he told me their worst fears have just been confirmed. It's a broken hand. They won't let a player this injured back into the game or probably any game for the foreseeable future. Guys?
All we can hope for is that the prognosis isn't as bad as it seems, guys.
Yeah, we were hoping for much better news, and obviously not very encouraging.
No, I mean, this is a big blow, and it will force the team to make some adjustments, not just in terms of personnel in the court, but in terms of strategy.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Smart and White make up the backcourt. Horford and Williams together in the front court. And it's Brogdon in at the 3, the small forward. The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam's checked in. And Doris, last season, only 5 NBA players participated in all 82 games. That's a record low in the league's history.
Well, in addition to that, Brian, consider the previous low was 17, so that's not even close. Now, we know that health and safety protocols contribute to that number, but it is pretty clear we're in the age of load management. What impact is that having on the league in terms of fan base?
And the Celtics in possession here. The Raptors making their last shot.
Well, if you leave someone that wide open, Derek White will put it on time and on target.
Back to Van Vliet. Outside Barnes. To the paint. And no good. But close on that one. So he'll shoot 2 now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe looking at him now, but Pascal Siakam was drafted late in the first round back in 2016. Think about it. This was the 27th pick at one point.
That's good from Siakam. And you can bet a lot of teams are kicking themselves now for not selecting Siakam.
Well, you have to be able to see what the potential in the future is. And Pascal Siakam has morphed into a highly productive offensive player. And the key here, guys, is there's still much room for growth. He gets more and more dangerous by the year.
And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship-level team.
Now here's Siakam, and here's Van Vliet from the arc, and he gets it back. 4 on the clock. It's stolen by Smart. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, you have to respect the physicality of Marcus Smart's game, right? Just because you make contact with him doesn't mean he's not going to finish.
Going all in, that was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
Yeah, down big, you got to find a way to generate easy offense. Getting into the paint is step 1.
Now here's Siakam. 3-pointer Van Vliet. And again, no good by Toronto. Trent against White. From 6 feet away, and the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
You've also got to love the way they've been crashing the offensive glass. Multiple opportunities, not giving up on possessions. Beautiful.
And for people who didn't know about Derek White before last year's playoffs, they sure know about him now. He played big on the biggest stage.
And Toronto calls time here. It's amazing how much energy White brings to the floor, Graham.
You know, B.A., he has a passion for the game. He's tough and he's very intelligent. He makes great decisions. He has all the tangibles you're looking for.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Back to Trent. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Van Vliet. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake. Van Vliet's got 6.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you very much, Brian. Well, Jaylen Brown has been vocal when it comes to social justice. He said, quote, "People need to step up and use their platform. Keep conversations alive and show people that you care. Where your influence is biggest, try to leverage it." Brian, he knows his stuff.
Stand up. Allie, thanks. Now here's Tatum. Horford outside. Back to Tatum. Pass to Horford. Clock at 6. And here's Smart. Let's go with a 3. Good. And it's Horford who picks up the assist. He's got 5.
Well, I love that Marcus Smart sprinted into that shot opportunity. You've got to be prepared on the catch, and Marcus was ready.
Now here's Siakam. Here's Trent. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Horford. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition's sails.
And the Raptors making a change here. Chua's checked in. Horford outside. Over Achua. Horford can't hit. The Raptors with a lead. Barnes passes to Achua. The kick out to Van Vliet. Pass to Barnes. 5 to shoot. Over Smart. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Celtics have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Williams against Achua. Williams passes to Tatum. And he's going for the lob. Williams misses.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
3-pointer Van Vliet. Here's Achua. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. White against Siakam. Outside Tatum. Pass to Smart. Over Van Vliet. And it's Smart missing. Toronto has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, when it comes to Precious Achua, guys, to me the talent is evident. A big guy who can contribute in a variety of ways.
Doris, we've seen promising flashes from Achua early on.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about the skill. The next step for him is focusing on becoming more consistent. If he's able to do this, his future very promising because he runs the floor, very switchable on defense, and there's growth opportunity offensively.
And the first one at the line is good.
One of the things that we're watching happen with Pascal Siakam is the willingness to accept more and more responsibility, both from a leadership and a productivity standpoint, guys. And it has been something else to watch that growth.
Flynn, he's checked in for Toronto. Siakam hits them both. Boston on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. Inside. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. Siakam's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Barnes passes to Siakam. 16 feet out. And he can't get that one. And it's Boston the other way. Here's Pritchard. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
Back to Flynn. And he's going for the oop here.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Here's Pritchard. Up and in on the layup. Pritchard's got 6.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Smart against Van Vliet. Pass to Flynn. Just 5 on the clock from the high post. Offensive rebound. Achua. Yep, that one goes. Achua's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Toronto has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam. Here's Flynn. The open shot, Van Vliet, and all around the rim that time before dropping. Give him 8.
Well, because of his high basketball IQ, Fred Van Vliet understands catch and shoot. I'm shot ready, jumper in.
Here's Pritchard. 6 points for him. Here's Smart. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Fred Van Vliet.
When you watch him play, you can feel the effect that Marcus Smart has on a basketball game. Defensively, this guy is as good as any guard in the league, and he has multiple all-defensive selections to show for it.
And that one falls for Smart. The Defensive Player of the Year in 2022. Doris, Marcus Smart. His defense sets the tone for this team.
It does, B.A. There's no doubt about it. They feed off both his energy and his attitude. There are so many little things that Marcus Smart does that can get into the head of opposing ball handlers. He pressures the basketball. He'll get strip steals. He can also pinch down in the post and give some assistance to a big man. The effect on winning is real.
Now here's Porter. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Back to Flynn. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him. The Celtics have gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. Smart finds Brogdon. Over Porter. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And for the Raptors, they're shooting only 42%. Dug inside. Tatum's there.
Now listen, we know this about Thaddeus Young. He has very long arms. He's a nuisance on the glass. Big-time energy guy.
Brogdon, the pass to Williams. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Thaddeus Young. He's off on the first. And the second free throw is good. Toronto has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. To the inside. And Burke slams it in.
Boy, Otto Porter with the pretty delivery. That's nice.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Tatum. The 3. Rebounded by Flynn.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Tatum. The 15-footer is good.
One area Jason Tatum has worked to minimize the use of is the mid-range. But sometimes, like right there, you've got to go to it.
And so it's Toronto, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be back in a moment.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Toronto came out looking very confident. They put together one great play after another, and at one point, led by as many as 17. And they were rolling in that first quarter, up by 15 at the end of it. The second quarter didn't advance their lead, but they still dominated the half overall, ending it way out in front. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what you see out there?
Their control of the boards is a big reason for this lead. Seems like it might have been their game plan coming in. Send multiple guys to the rim when the shot goes up.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
They really need to focus on finding quality shots. If they can't create for themselves in the second half, things will only get worse. And I'm talking about the high percentage looks, not contested threes.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. One guy who's been getting it done is Gary Trent.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. Anunoby and Barnes are the forwards. And it's Siakam in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Van Vliet misses.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Here's Horford. No good, a bit long that time. The Raptors shooting pretty well at 45%. Van Vliet finds Trent. Back to Van Vliet. Outside Barnes. Shot clock at 6.
This is a guy very willing to put his body on the line. Scotty Barnes gets that defense to commit and accepts the contact.
Taking 2 shots. And he knocks down the first one. Williams is checked in for Boston. White comes in for Brogdon. And so he hits both. Now Tatum, pass to Horford. It's Smart on the wing. The floater, it's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And here's Van Vliet, defended by Smart. Now here's Barnes. Shoots over Tatum. Tatum pulls it in. Here's White. It's deflected. Tries again. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
When you are the aggressor, being assertive, very often you're going to get the whistle, as Derek White did there. When you analyze the skill set of a guy like Derek White, here's a combo guard who can fill so many gaps and do so many things well. What I love most is how hard he plays on both ends of the floor.
No good on the free throw. And the versatility White provides for this team is so important to us.
It is, B.A. He fills gaps. He can score it. support it, pass it, and he can defend with purpose. A guard that can help orchestrate the offense or, if need be, get off the ball. These multi-positional guards are critical to success.
Good on the second one.
We talk about high-effort players. Well, Derek White embodies that very description. Always working hard, always looking to outwork his opponent.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Here's Smart, following the bucket by the Raptors. Anunoby with it, guarded now by Smart. Pass to Van Vliet. Barnes with it. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on White. And he makes a first. Both free throws good from Barnes. For Boston, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Tatum against Anunoby. Goes back up. And it's Tatum laying it in. Tatum's got 6.
That's a case where the reach of Jason Tatum comes into play. Understanding, let me go hit the offensive glass, and you get rewarded for it.
It's stolen by Smart. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "There's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product." Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks. First one falls for him.
And you know what I love is Marcus Smart just continues to improve. We know he's a powerful athletic guard, but he wants to keep building different aspects of his game.
And so Smart nails them both. The Raptors have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Trent outside. Van Vliet outside. To the middle. Here's Barnes. Boston with a rebound.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Williams finds White. Floats one. Van Vliet with some nice D. White's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Pass to Trent. Over Smart. Boston with a rebound. Tatum's got rebound number 7 tonight. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Achua comes in for Siakam. And Boucher subbed in for Barnes. And the Celtics also making a change. Pritchard's checked in. And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
Back to Van Vliet from the arc. Nails it from 3. Van Vliet's got 11 points.
Now, Fred Van Vliet has become a true impact player. This guy remarkably consistent from deep.
Back to Pritchard. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Toronto.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
And that one misses. And it's hard to overstate the impact OG Anunoby has on defense, Greg.
Hey, BA, an absolute terror on the wings. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league.
Now here's White. He's got 7. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. The three-pointer off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Achua. And here's Boucher. Horford with a steal. He pulls it. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, one thing you must appreciate about Al Horford is the way he positions himself. When shots go up, this guy is so opportunistic on the offensive glass.
It's good. 11 points in the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Flynn, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Griffin, he's checked in for Boston. Brogdon comes in for Pritchard. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Here's Flynn. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Boucher outside. Here's Trent. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
This is about a guy who understands I've got every aspect of my game working right now. Gary Trent Jr. is cooking, folks.
Outside Anunoby. Pass to Achua. Boucher up top. Count that one. Boucher's got his first bucket in this one.
The length of Boucher becoming a factor. It gets him into position and able to contest a shot.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
And this is exactly what you love to see. Up big, not letting up, keep on applying pressure to their defense.
Now here's Horford. Here's White. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Exactly what good offensive players do. Lean into that defender. A level of physicality puts you at the free throw line.
First one falls. Young, he's checked in for Toronto. Porter Jr. comes in for Flynn. Williams is checked in for Boston. Wright hits them both. For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. White against Trent. Outside Porter. And it's all from three-point range. Boston's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Outside Tatum. Back to White. Outside Brogdon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That three's off the mark. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Young can't hit. The Celtics shooting only 27% for today's game. Back to White. Pass to Griffin. Here's Tatum. Fires for 3. He buries it from 3. Tatum's got 9.
His shooting stroke of Jason Tatum is elite, so it matters not if he's creating his own off the dribble, or in this case, just rising and firing off the catch.
Now here's Trent. He's got 13. White against Trent. They get it again. Williams. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Give him 8.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
And the Raptors with some changes. Birch, he's checked in for Achua, and Van Vliet is subbed in for Anunoby. Smart's checked in for Boston. Trent from long range. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Back to Smart. And the layup falls. Smart has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, if there's any player in the league who relishes contact, it's Marcus Smart. You want to play physical? Oh, yeah, I like that.
Van Vliet outside. Trent up top, guarded by Brogdon. 4 on the clock, and the Raptors miss again. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Kim Birch.
Well, we are talking about an elite free throw shooter. If you send Malcolm Brogdon to the line, you will pay.
And he drops the first.
I think when people think of Malcolm Brogdon, the first word that comes to mind is consistency. This guy takes quality shots. He's already produced a 50, 40, 90 season back in 2019.
Barnes, he's checked in for Trent. The Celtics also with a sub. Horford, he's checked in for Griffin. And so Brogdon nails both of them.
What you love about former Rookie of the Year Malcolm Brogdon is this guy gives you great effort on both ends. Can play the 1 and the 2 offensively, smart defensively, and the versatility is key.
Now here's Porter. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Barnes against Tatum. Over Barnes. Tatum can't hit. Shot to end the cold streak. And the jumper is good. Barnes has got 8 points here in the quarter. And so it's the Toronto Raptors closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Horford and Williams together in the front court. Marcus Smart out there with Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Tatum in at the 3 spot.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Boston with the ball. The Raptors making their last shot. Tatum passes to Horford. And the layup is good.
Nice work from the veteran big man Al Horford getting things done inside.
Outside Porter. Pass to Boucher. On the wing, Porter. Offline with a 3.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Tatum. Shoots over Barnes. Tatum can't hit.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Now here's Smart. Up top, Horford. The kick to Tatum. For 3. And the Celtics another 3.
We know this is an offensive-minded player. Jason Tatum loves running pick-and-roll action.
Outside Porter. Pass to Van Vliet. Here's Barnes. Shoots over Tatum. The offensive rebound. Porter in the post. Guarded by Brogdon. Ooh, some solid defense from Brogdon. Boston trailing. Horford finds Tatum. Back to Horford. And he banks in the layup. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Outside Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. Over Williams. And the basket by Van Vliet. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Well, you're really impressed with the growth of Fred Van Vliet as a scorer. This guy's so coachable, so willing to take what the defense gives him, knocks down the jump shot.
Here's Smart. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
First one at the line is good. And some changes here for the Raptors. OG Anunoby comes in for Boucher, and it's Trent in for Porter Jr. And so Smart nails them both. The Raptors have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Barnes. Puts it up. Boston with a rebound. Horford's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Smart. Lays it up and banks it in. Smart has got 4 points in the quarter.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Now here's Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. Here's the 3. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
To the right side. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Smart. They get it back. Out to Horford. Pass to Smart. Back to Tatum to take the lead. And again, Boston with the triple.
There are no easy comebacks, but they really had to dig deep for this one.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
You look at Marcus Smart. Man, has he been playing well.
Guys, you have got to find a way to slow this man down. This is a great timeout.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He got his squad fired up, saying, quote, "Now it's our time. If we want to take over this game, here is the moment." His guys look ready to deliver. We'll see.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Horford, and the layup is good off the glass. And now a 3-point Boston lead.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Pass to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet to win the run. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, OG Anunoby is going to continue to develop his game, and that pass, that was pretty.
Back to Brogdon. Now Smart. Pass to Brogdon. Second shot opportunity. Doesn't go for him. Toronto has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Back to Anunoby. Trent with it. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
They grab their own miss. Left side Tatum. Second chance shot. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The best offensive players in the league get to the free throw line consistently. This is where you're starting to see growth from Jason Tatum, wanting the contact, inviting the contact.
And he can't get the first one.
Jason Tatum continues to emerge, guys, as one of the most elite players on both ends. We know on the offensive end he's a dangerous three-level scorer. He's also capable of locking you up defensively.
And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line. Scotty Barnes and the big-time delivery. Big spot, young man. Yes, sir.
Now here's Horford. Pass to Tatum. Smart outside. To stop the run. And he slams it in one-handed.
Well, Marcus Smart stays ready for these moments when his number is called, the ability to deliver a big-time bucket.
And Toronto calls time here.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Marcus Smart.
Incredible. I mean, he found his rhythm out there tonight, and he's really let his offense come to him. He hasn't forced the issue, and because of this, it's allowed him to get into a comfort zone.
And here are the Raptors now. Tatum from long range. Basket is good on the assist from Brogdon. Tatum's got 9 points in the quarter.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Trent, the pass to Siakam. Van Vliet outside. Trent outside. Clock at 4. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it to drop. And Boston going the other way now. Brogdon, the pass to Horford. He's shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
This guy is always poised, always ready to deliver. Doesn't matter how tense the game is.
Here's Siakam. And again, no good by Toronto. The Celtics with the lead. To the inside. The kick to Tatum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Tatum's got 20.
Well, Jason Tatum, in a big moment, he is unafraid.
Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam, and the shot goes.
Pascal Siakam, improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
Tatum inside, working on Barnes. They get the rebound, and Williams punches it home.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Williams. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out. Williams is checked in for Boston.
That's a 9 for 2.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
And Tatum, here we go. Shoots over Anunoby. Tatum with another miss.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam. That shot missing. A solid defense from Williams. And that's an intentional foul. Boston on offense. They're on an 11-3 run. And so they foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, we know this. Free throw shooting is such a mental aspect of the game. This guy keeps his composure and comes through.
Timeout called, the Raptors. They're down by 6. 29 seconds left in the fourth. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Williams grabs the board. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Shooting for Boston, Jason Tatum. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he's unable to get the second one. And a comeback here looking very unlikely.
Absolutely everything would have to go their way at this point.
Here's Pritchard. And so it's Boston with the W. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. So a lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be focused, composed, play with a lot of boys, and we'll be fine.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.